The Rigden Kings, known for their deep spiritual wisdom and compassion, are the rulers of Shambhala, an enlightened and hidden kingdom believed to exist beyond the physical world. These kings serve as both spiritual and political leaders, guiding the people of Shambhala on the path of enlightenment. Through their unique combination of wisdom and governance, the Rigden Kings play a vital role in maintaining the harmony of the kingdom. The teachings surrounding Shambhala and the Rigden Kings are deeply intertwined with Tibetan Buddhism, particularly the Kalachakra Tantra, a set of teachings focused on time, cycles, and universal enlightenment. For all the episode Shambhala, please check the links below the description. Introduction to the Rigden Kings. The Rigden Kings, also referred to as Kulika Kings, are regarded as the spiritual monarchs of the mythical kingdom of Shambhala. In Tibetan Buddhism, Shambhala is a hidden land where inhabitants have achieved a state of enlightenment and where the teachings of the Buddha have flourished without corruption. The lineage of Rigden Kings stretches across generations, with each king being seen as an embodiment of wisdom and compassion. Shambhala in context. Shambhala is often envisioned as a pure land, a utopia, hidden from the physical realm and existing in a more spiritual dimension. It is said that only those with the right karmic connections and spiritual purity can access it. The kingdom is depicted in Tibetan texts as a highly advanced society, where spiritual and material worlds exist in perfect harmony. Origins of the Rigden Kings. The first Rigden King is believed to have been King Suchandra, who, according to the Kalachakra Tantra, received the teachings directly from the Buddha. He established the foundation of the Rigden lineage, passing down wisdom through successive generations. Each Rigden King embodies the principles of Shambhala's governance, continuing a tradition of compassion and insight. The role of the kings. These kings are not merely rulers in the traditional sense. They are seen as enlightened beings who guide their people towards spiritual awakening. In this sense, their rule is not based on control or authority, but on guiding their subjects in the teachings of the Kalachakra Tantra. They represent the ideal of enlightened leadership, embodying the unity of wisdom, compassion, and worldly governance. The spiritual and political role of the Rigden Kings in Shambhala. The Rigden Kings are spiritual monarchs, entrusted with the dual responsibility of maintaining Shambhala's spiritual integrity and ensuring the well-being of their subjects. This dual role makes their leadership unique, as it requires a profound understanding of both worldly governance and deep spiritual insight. Spiritual leadership. The Rigden Kings serve as the primary custodians of the Kalachakra Tantra teachings in Shambhala. Their spiritual leadership revolves around nurturing the spiritual development of their people. They are seen as living embodiments of compassion and wisdom, teaching their subjects to live in harmony with one another and the universe. Political governance. In addition to their spiritual responsibilities, the Rigden Kings are political rulers who manage the everyday affairs of Shambhala. Their governance ensures that Shambhala remains a harmonious, just, and prosperous kingdom. The kings implement policies that reflect the spiritual principles of the Kalachakra, guiding their people toward enlightenment while ensuring social and economic well-being. The ideal of enlightened leadership. In the broader context, the Rigden Kings represent the ideal model of leadership in Buddhist thought, leaders who are not motivated by power or self-interest, but by the desire to serve others. Their leadership emphasizes the importance of wisdom, compassion, and humility, qualities that are often lacking in worldly governance. The Rigden Kings embody the fusion of the spiritual and the temporal, demonstrating that true leadership must arise from a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. The prophecy of the final Rigden King. One of the most significant elements of the Rigden King tradition is the prophecy of the final Rigden King, who is said to emerge during a time of great strife and darkness to restore peace and lead humanity to enlightenment. The prophecy. According to the Kalachakra Tantra, the final Rigden King, also known as Rigden Drakpo, will emerge during a time when the world is engulfed in chaos, suffering, and ignorance. It is said that at the end of the current cycle, This king will rise to lead a great spiritual battle against forces of ignorance and darkness, restoring peace and bringing about a new golden age. This prophecy speaks to the cyclical nature of time and existence, central to the Kalachakra teachings. The role of Rigden Drakpo. Rigden Drakpo is not just a warrior, but also a spiritual savior. His battle is not one of violence, but of spiritual awakening. He represents the triumph of wisdom and compassion over ignorance and suffering. The prophecy indicates that his appearance will mark a turning point in the world's history, leading humanity back to the path of enlightenment. Symbolic importance. The prophecy of the final Rigden King is highly symbolic. It reflects the Buddhist understanding of cyclical time, where periods of enlightenment are followed by periods of decline, only to be restored once more. The final Rigden King represents hope for the future, a belief that wisdom and compassion will ultimately prevail, even in times of great suffering. Connection with the Kalachakra Tantra teachings. The Rigden Kings are deeply connected with the Kalachakra Tantra, a profound Tibetan Buddhist doctrine focused on time, cycles, and enlightenment. The first Rigden King, Suchandra, received these teachings directly from the Buddha, and they have been passed down through the lineage of Rigden Kings, shaping the enlightened society of Shambhala. Kalachakra practices involve advanced meditation and rituals aimed at achieving enlightenment, with the Rigden Kings acting as custodians of these teachings. Through their leadership, they ensure that the kingdom of Shambhala remains aligned with Kalachakra principles, with all citizens either enlightened or on the path to awakening. Beyond Shambhala, the Rigden Kings work to spread these teachings for the benefit of all beings, playing a vital role in the broader goal of global enlightenment. For more details on Kalachakra Tantra, please check the link below the description. The Rigden Kings of Shambhala embody enlightened leadership, guiding their people with wisdom and compassion. They unite spiritual insight with political governance, showing that true leadership is rooted in selflessness and service to the greater good. The prophecy of the final Rigden King brings hope, while their connection to the Kalachakra Tantra anchors their leadership in the teachings of time, cycles, and enlightenment. In a turbulent world, the Rigden Kings offer a model of leadership based on compassion and wisdom, pointing to a brighter, more enlightened future for individuals and society.
Thank you for watching our channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Support our channel for more facts videos.